Yes.
Welcome to The Real Press Start. I'm your host, Pistol P. Jr. I'm here with Chub Didge.
We should have, what's his name?
And G-Roll.
What's that guy's name?
Who?
That we should not speak of?
Voldemort?
Voldemort? Why'd you say it?
They completely threw that shit out the window in like the last two movies. They just like, Voldemort.
Because he's
Voldemort.
just back.
Yeah.
He's back. They don't have to...
But that's how it, well, you read the books, right?
Yeah.
Because in the books they explain that he, like Harry Potter was like defiant, like, fuck that, I'm just going to say his fucking name. Like, I'm not afraid of his name. Mm-hmm. The Voldemort was like, I'm going to put a spell on my name so when anyone says it, I know where the fuck they are. And then that's how he gets caught at the end.
A spell on my name.
Or some shit like that. Dude, okay, real quick, before we move on to anything else, like the fucking big, the big news.
We should do Lord Voldemort's reviews.
Lord Voldemort's reviews.
I thought Black Panther was
It was good. Kevin Smith had a heart attack.
Yeah.
Right after the show.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, Kevin Smith was filming a comedy special. Me and Chub Didge went to go see it. Jiro did not because he decided he wanted to go to work instead of call off. Decided he was going to be a responsible adult and go to work.
Yeah.
And he seemed fine during the show though. Like there was no indications that he was.
Yeah, and 2 hours is a long ass time, and he was going fast as fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going fast as fuck.
He's going fast.
Like, yeah, he was just like he was telling us. You know, he tells stories and he goes off on fucking tangents. But he was telling the stories. He was good. Like it was fucking funny. Some of the stories I had heard before, like
it was a 2 hour special.
we were there 2 hours.
I mean, they're gonna cut stuff out.
They're gonna cut some,
it down to an hour and a half or whatever
it is.
Hour or whatever. But still, to be up there for 2 hours, if you got some heart problems going on, that's gonna be pretty hard on you. Because I was tired, man. I was tired just being in there for 2 hours. Because the stadium felt like, you know, when I had to do that drug class at the fucking Orange County.
Yeah.
So it felt like you were at a fucking, like, auditorium or whatever.
You've been in the Whittier High School auditorium, right?
Yeah.
That's exactly what the seats
felt like
like.
auditorium,
you were
right?
just like you were just
like you were waiting, like a conference.
Yeah.
Like you're at school doing a fucking, what do they call them?
like an assembly.
Assembly, yeah. Like you're doing assembly. So I was like,
or like it's like you're watching a graduation ceremony.
It was getting rough for me.
You were like sitting in bleachers and shit.
No, they were seats, but they had arms.
Yeah.
Like they were like, but they were small. Like because the theater is 95 years old, so it's like it was designed when people were thinner. It was a bunch of I feel bad for you because the dude next to you was like 300 pounds.
Big, yeah. And you had a pretty chick.
I had a cute chick next to me that was like she was more busy leaning on her boyfriend, so I had an armrest and shit. The show itself was good. I liked it.
Yeah, it was good. I was rough though the last like 20 minutes.
The last 20 minutes, yeah, even I was getting antsy in my seat, like
I was like,
because it's 2 hours, you know.
I was trying to stay awake, man. Cause
and the thing is, it's 2 hours and you can't really move. Like you could, like obviously you could like move around in your seat, but you can't get up. You can't because like they're filming everything.
Yeah.
So
I was trying to stay awake because it was dark in there, and then like it was nice air.
Yeah, it was like nice and warm because it was like.
And then, like I said, it was like an assembly. Like that's what I would do at assemblies. Just fall asleep.
Yeah.
Just whatever. I'll just fall asleep.
But
an assembly.
Yeah, but I'm
an expert at falling asleep while staying
awake,
staying with your head erect, so it just looks like I'm looking down or something. Like in school, that's how I would sleep. I would just pretend I'm reading a book like this.
Yeah, and you'd be actually asleep.
Yeah.
Like our show.
Like I probably said something. I think I've said something and I woke up and then like people were looking at me weird. I was like, what?
I've done that. Talked
like
in my
nothing.
sleep.
And I was like, yeah, I probably fucking snored or said something.
That's
like,
Right,
that's how it sounds.
It's like a dead silent time where like everyone's just like quietly reading in their head.
Or the teacher's fucking doing a lecture. Yeah, you never sound. You never sound cool talking in your sleep. It's not like It's always like.
It's like unintelligible, just grunting
and mumbles. Yeah,
but it's not even a cool sounding grunt. It's not like it's like a retard, you know? Like a retard. He's retarded, Jim. He's retarded.
Supposedly I sing when in my sleep sometimes.
That's fucking awesome.
I do all sorts of shit, dude.
Apparently, I used to talk to myself. I just snore loud as shit now.
Uh-huh.
Like,
I just move.
Jasmine leaves now. Like, if I fall asleep, she just leaves the room.
I move.
I'll wake up, she's gone. Like, where'd you go? You were snoring.
Jessica said I slapped her in the back. Like she came home and walked in, and I was right there, and I just like slapped her in the back.
Not even the ass, just the back.
In the back, yeah.
That's awesome.
What the hell?
Oh man. But so yeah, like the show. What time we had to be there at 5? We had to be there between 5 and 5:30.
That was rough.
And then like by the time we got in and got seated, the show started at like
Probably 6.
like 6:30. No, it was because he ended because the
He
next
ended
show.
at 8.
Yeah, he ended at
Right
8.
at
So he might have started right at 6 or maybe. No, he went over a little bit. He went over. It was like 8:15. I'm pretty sure he did.
He went a little under.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because he said it was going to be about 2 hours. He didn't say it was going to be.
Yeah.
the
Oh
full
yeah.
2
You're
hours.
right.
So he went like it was like I thought it was like 7:56 or some shit when he ended.
It might have been. But so yeah, so like by the time we all and like they didn't pack the theater. Like it was just like the first like what
Yeah, I don't think
first 12
everybody
rows
got
maybe.
in.
Uh-huh.
I think and like we were pretty close. We had really good seats, and we were like damn near in the center.
There was only a couple rows behind us.
Yeah, there was only maybe 4 rows behind us.
Yeah,
But
yeah, I don't think everybody got in.
yeah, I don't maybe
Like I
not.
said, yeah, I think it was like that touch thing.
And-
where you don't
and
get
so-
there in time, you're fucked.
So what happened is after
You guys
our
got there
show,
early?
We got there
we
at
got
like 5:20.
Yeah, or yeah, we probably got there 5:20.
We got in the parking like 5:15.
And then, but there was 2 lines,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, "Fuck, which line do we get in?" And I just like, let's just pick this line,
Uh-huh.
and we just got like that line moved. The other line, I guess was for the 9 o'clock show.
Uh-huh.
So
I don't know, was it?
I don't know,
Because ours was moving.
but the other one didn't move. Remember when ours moved in? The other one didn't move.
So those people were in line since 5:30 to 9.
Probably.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. Maybe,
Well, maybe
Because,
whoever,
yeah, if
maybe,
those-
whoever didn't make it into the 5:30 one got into was able to get into the 9.
they might have been.
Yeah, but I don't know.
I don't know. But so yeah, so
I
after
don't know what's up with that other line.
so what happens is he got because remember when we were leaving, they were going in.
Yeah, there was only that one side. But still, what the hell?
Yeah, I don't know.
Why
But
they only pick one line?
Dedication.
yeah,
And they didn't even get a show.
they didn't even get the show. That's the thing. Because so what happened is
maybe we were supposed to get in that other line, but we snuck in. Maybe they like came and like separated people. Like, all right, this line's getting too long. We're gonna need people in the second line. Going
Yeah.
This way, and then we happened.
we just happened to walk up on that line. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody
maybe.
noticed and nobody saw us. Said anything.
Well, a couple of people got behind us too. Like, but like after like there was like maybe like 5 people that got behind us, and after that, no one else got in that line.
No, that line kept filling up.
Did it?
Yeah, it was still like long. When I look back, it was still like as long as it was.
I don't remember.
It was still turning.
Oh, okay.
Like when we got to the theater entrance,
Yeah.
like I looked back and it was still turning.
The theater itself looked nice. So like from the outside, it was beautiful.
Yeah. It looked cool.
That's
on
not,
the
I
inside,
didn't send you the pictures, huh?
It looked cool on the inside. It's just the seats were.
Yeah, the
like,
seats were shitty.
Small.
Oh yeah, because I didn't want to send it to you that day because I was like I didn't want to rub it in. Like, look at us, you're stuck at work, fucker.
Like I got off when you guys were like, oh, we're gonna leave right now. I'm like,
we should have just and we said
You still have to- you- wait,
well,
would you
well,
go
my
to
plan
work?
was to go straight to your guys to
Yeah.
straight here, and I had to change the clothes. And I had to change my clothes.
see, we could have picked you up then. Cause we drove, we passed Crossroads. We could have picked you up.
Yeah, you could have just changed in the back seat because I got a big back seat.
Yeah. That wouldn't have been. Or you could have even changed when we got there and then fucking, you know.
Yeah, while we were waiting in line.
But yeah, so after he gets off stage, he was fine again. No signs of like maybe he was sweating a little bit, but that could have been just from the show, you know. And then he goes backstage.
Moving at a fast pace for 2 hours. and just-
Yeah. So then he goes backstage, and then he's saying that he was sweating a lot, and he started to feel a little, like he just started feeling sick. So he laid down, and then he lay down in a dark room, and people were trying to talk to him, asking him if he's okay. And he was just like, you know what, just leave me alone. Let me know. And he's laying on the floor in a dark room, and then he asked for a sofa, but like his assistant and Jay's wife, like Jay's wife runs his company. So Jay's wife was like, hey, maybe you need to go to the hospital. And he was like, no, I'm fine. Like, and then he tried to throw up, but he just threw up bile and didn't make him feel any better. Just, you know. So he called they called the ambulance. He was like, maybe I should call an ambulance. And then so like at that point, they went and told the other people like, hey, Kevin's sick. He's not doing the next show. Like I found out right before I found out he had a heart attack. I found out about the show being canceled because I had posted a bunch of the pictures.
Yeah.
And then people, other friends were like, "Oh, I'll be in the second show," and then like they were like, "Oh, the second show got canceled." And I was like, "Fuck,
That's crazy that he was gonna do that for like 4 hours. He's gonna take a break and then come back and do it.
Well, he does that shit all the time.
That's crazy.
Like what he does. A lot of times, what he'll do is
be exhausted. I would be so exhausted.
yeah. But a lot of times, what he does is he'll do a Q&A.
I would be able to do like an hour and then I would be tired. I'd be like, I didn't get it.
But he'll normally do a 2 to 3 hour Q&A.
Talking that much,
and then he'll like take an hour break and then come back and do a podcast with like with Jay or with Garmin or.
Crazy.
But so.
He's got some issues.
So then they told. I guess as they were all leaving, they said that Kevin's leaving in the ambulance. He's okay, but he's leaving in an ambulance. And you know where he went? He went to the same hospital where me and Player 2 met. Yeah. But so that's when they said he had a.
Kevin Smith is gonna be the.
He's gonna be on the show now.
Or what do you know the one that the.
What is it called? He's gonna be the priest that marries.
What is it called?
Serendipity?
A minister.
No,
Is it a minister?
Oh yeah, he is an ordained.
He's an ordained minister.
He's an ordained minister. He's married people on this podcast before.
There you go. He's gonna marry him and Brian.
Yeah.
But so. So then he had they call it a widowmaker. It's like he had 100% blockage of one of his arteries.
Yeah, it's like one of the most serious.
100% block.
Yeah, 100% blockage. They said if he wouldn't have gotten to the hospital right when he did, he would have been dead.
Yeah.
So he was in the hospital for 3 days. He's home now. He's good. You know, again, much love and prayers and shout outs to Kevin Smith. Like it's funny because like I think I talked to you about it. It's like one of the things. Like with the show, one of the reasons like I like to keep doing like because the reason we started the show was we had a chance to get onto a podcast network that we didn't end up getting on. Yeah. But part of the reason I keep doing the show, and I like the reason
stole some of our material.
But the reason I keep doing the show and I like to do the show is kind of like when I hear Kevin and he talks about it, it's like, what are you doing? Just get out there, just record yourself, fucking talk. Like and like the way we do the show is kind of the way Kevin talks about when he does his movies. Like he's been a big, like, huge inspiration to me just doing this. As and even like with the book that I'm writing, it's just kind of like because he's like, just go out and fucking do it. Like, what's stopping you from doing something?
You like my RVD ponytail?
I do like that. But like he's always talking about like just go out and do something. And like the way he talks about like with his movies, he made the movie. It's like I made this movie for it's something I wanted to see. It might not be for a wide audience, but it's like at least I get to make something that I wanted to see, and then people are gonna like. People that like the stuff I like are gonna like this,
right?
And that's kind of how that's how we approach the show. It's like we do it for how we do it. You know what I mean? It's like no one else is gonna do the show the way we do the show, and if there are, I mean,
fuck them.
But you know what I mean? And that's one of the things that like he's been, to me at least, like I said, he's been a huge inspiration. So I'm glad he's doing better. Did you hear
like you a punk bitch?
He lost a lot of weight.
He did. Did you hear about Chris Pratt? With the whole drama with Kevin Smith and Chris Pratt?
He's got a Me Too moment with Kevin Smith?
No. He tweeted Chris Pratt tweeted Kevin Smith, hey, get well, sending prayers your way, buddy. Something like that. You know what I mean? Like, that's not the exact, but the thing was sending prayers your way, And the internet lost its shit. Like, why the fuck are you sending prayers? What the fuck? Prayers don't do shit. And people fucking went off on Chris Pratt for sending prayers. What the fuck what else is he gonna do? Is he gonna go, is Chris Pratt a heart surgeon? You know what I mean?
It's just people are
like,
that's fucked up.
It's like people are getting tired of the sending prayers.
Yeah, but like the thing, like, what else is he gonna say? Like, hey, get well soon, because Chris Pratt is like he's a religious guy, so sending prayers to him means that's him saying, hey, get well soon. I'm hoping you get better.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, that people are, because after that Florida shooting.
And I get that, and like that's what people
are
are
like, tired of hearing fucking sending prayers. They want people to do something. And
but again,
like,
but what is he gonna do?
Yeah, I know that, but they're like, but that's just part of the thing. It's like, this is the problem. You guys just send prayers. You don't do anything.
Yeah, but but there's okay. If Chris Pratt was a heart surgeon,
situation. This is him having a heart attack, and it's already been he's in
recovery already.
Recovery, where like the shooting stuff is like a recurring thing and keeps happening. And,
well, even Player 2, because when it happened, I shared on our page. I shared the picture that it's Kevin Smith in his hospital gown, and like, it's all that shit. And I shared it, and I put sending lots of prayers and good vibes your way. And Player 2 went and edited my post and put sending well wishes Like, fuck that. And I went back and edited it back and put prayers again.
I like well wishes.
I can put well wishes and prayers.
Honestly,
Shit.
I prefer
This motherfucker.
well wishes is better. Because it sounds better, too.
Well wishes.
When I hear
It sounds like
when I
all
hear
over
someone
you.
say well wishes, I literally like think of someone throwing a penny into a well and, hey, I wish this guy gets better. Just well wishes. Boop. I hope Kevin Smith gets better.
They're both stupid, though. They're
Yeah.
both the same shit.
It's the same thing. It's
It's
just
the exact
diff-
same
yeah.
thing. Yeah, they're both kind of insulting if you think about it.
And
If
like,
you think about it, it's kind of insulting, right?
Why?
It is.
Why?
Because if, like, let's say you're, let's say you're, okay, alright, so, let's say your car, you're broke down,
Yeah.
right? You're broke down over here on Fullerton.
Some
And
guy
you
just
tweet,
drives-
and you tweet, like, oh, my car's broken down. And I'm like, well, I'm praying for you.
But see, that's again a different situation. I could pull over and help you, or I could say, "I'm praying for you" as I drive by.
Yeah, it's like somebody driving by.
like
well wishes, bro.
yeah, well wishes, good luck. You know, it's like
Yeah, but what if I'm like, I mean, I'm kind of in the area.
yeah, but see, so then I can help. Like that's the thing. It's like I have something I can do to help. Chris Pratt isn't
He
a heart
could.
surgeon. What's he gonna do? Like he can go to the hospital and visit, and he could
He
say,
can start-
"Hey, I'm praying for
Or
you."
you could have
in
started
person.
some sort of Kevin Smith fund.
Why would Kevin Smith need a fund? He's got money.
I don't know.
It's like okay, maybe if it was like
He's got money.
like you know what I mean? It's like what?
Yeah.
he's got.
Yeah,
you know what
he's
I mean?
that. Kevin Smith is kind
Yeah, I
of well
know.
off. Like he doesn't.
Yeah,
I know that,
He's got
but-
insurance. He's got money.
He doesn't
It's
need
not
a
like
fund.
yeah. It's
I
not like
know.
he's an up and coming comedian. Hey, let's get this guy. Like for Sabu. Sabu hurt his back. The wrestler. He hurt his back and needed surgery, and like he had no money, so like they did a GoFundMe like to fund his back surgery. That's different. Like this dude's broke. He's got no money, no health insurance. Let's get his fucking back fixed.
Yeah.
Kevin Smith is well off. He can.
Yeah.
He's good to go. That's
Yeah. And it's already fixed.
yeah, it's already fixed. He's already
just
gone through the
healing.
surgery. He's healing. You know, I guess he was talking to Ralph Garman on the Ralph Report. Oh, you guys know Ralph Garman got fired from K Rock, right?
No.
Yeah, he got fired from K Rock
Why?
at the end of the year. Just because like
He wanted more money or what?
no, they just didn't want to. They didn't renew his contract. It's like that's the thing. Is like that's why he's pissed. It's like I wasn't asking for more money. I wasn't like I was just renewing my contract. They were like, yeah, we're just gonna not sign you, and they didn't tell him until like
Until like a day before or something.
yeah, pretty much.
Well, they would have renegotiated if they weren't going to.
Well, no, like, and that's the thing. He's like, he kept waiting. They're like, oh, they kept saying, oh yeah, we're waiting on a word, we're waiting on word, we're waiting on word, and then like the day before, it's like, yeah, we're not gonna renew you.
Yeah.
And apparently, like they've been like K-Rock's been shady like that. They did the same thing to Lisa May, and like that's why she's on
Lisa
fucking
Lee?
Heidi and Frank now.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
You still listen to anything?
every once in a while. Yeah. Ever since they went to KLOS, they got neutered. Like, it's like, yeah, it's not the same. But and then they started stealing our shit.
Well, I was going to mention any names.
Yeah, and then we mentioned, not immediately. We'll wait like 30 minutes into the show after the fact.
No,
Well,
we
I
can
mean,
mention it.
they literally stole What the Florida from us. Like, literally, they stole What the Florida. They just called it Florida or anywhere else.
Uh-huh.
And, like, their whole thing was, okay, did this happen in Florida or anywhere else? And that's what you had to choose.
I mean,
and,
that's,
like-
that's what our thing is. It's like, did it happen in Florida or not? It's
Yeah.
just-
Like, yeah.
or which one happened in Florida?
Yeah, well, yeah, you guys, yeah, somebody had to pick which one happened in Florida, and then everyone's, yeah. What else did they, oh, and then, like, they had, I forgot what joke, it was, like, Chub Digits told a joke, and, like, the next morning, like, the exact same fucking, almost word for word.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Like, it was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. That's
Um,
when I was like, this dude.
Yeah,
And then he takes he just uses comedians, like,
yeah.
Premises?
premises
But,
and all that shit.
what was I saying about Kevin Smith and Sabu, back injuries, and I forgot how we got off on this tangent.
You talk about Chris
Oh,
Pratt.
I don't think Heidi,
Ralph Garman got fired.
Heidi doesn't steal anything, but she's not, like, funny.
She's not funny.
You gotta respect her more because she doesn't steal shit.
Yeah. So yeah, Ralph Garman has his own show now called the Ralph Report that he does, and he Kevin Smith went on there. I think it was
On what channel?
yesterday.
It's on podcast?
It's on a podcast. Yeah. It's on Patreon though. That's the only way you can get it.
Patreon.
Patron.
We have one. We just never use it.
Patron?
Patron. But
You have a Patreon?
yeah, we have a Patreon. I set one up, but we just
I don't even know how that works.
But yet you have to create monthly content. Like
They're an app.
we barely create weekly content.
They're an app.
What?
They're
Is there
like
an
an
app? Yeah, I think there is an app.
Yeah.
But
Monthly content.
And then people would subscribe or some shit.
yeah, people
right?
subscribe and like there's tiers. So like you can submit $1 a month and just like, hey, thanks for that $1 a month. And then like if you do $5 a month, it's like okay, you get an autographed fucking thing from us once a month.
Yeah.
And then like
We don't have stuff like that to give away.
yeah, we need to yeah.
What about the closet of crap?
I don't know what happened to the closet of crap.
The closet of cock.
The closet the cock. I still have I don't even have the bowling ball anymore.
The football. What happened to the football?
Football still. No, no, we don't have the football either.
Didn't somebody win something?
Someone won.
And did you send it to them?
Yeah, I think so. No, someone won the football.
Because you don't have football anymore?
Yeah, I don't have the football anymore, I think. Anyway, but so he went on the
And
show.
you mailed the football to somebody?
Yeah, I mailed the football to somebody. I just don't remember who now.
Weren't we supposed to sign it?
No, we never said anything about signing.
No, we
it.
were supposed to come on it.
That's your signature.
It's got a silvery signature.
Oh, mark it.
Oh God, just a Disney football in the man. And send it in a Ziploc so it stays fresh.
So does it dry out?
Ziploc with the fucking dry ice. Oh
It
God.
comes refrigerated package.
Like you know, like when they transplant organs, it comes in one of those.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
hilarious.
But so yeah, he went on the show and like he said he went on the Raw report and said the hardest part about getting the surgery like the thing that's like almost killed him because he needed to get surgery, right? And
When
like,
he started he went on a podcast after he got the surgery.
yeah, like he's back home now.
And he's doing podcasts now.
Yeah.
You take a break, like just relax.
Well, see, the thing is too, the way he looks at it, because he's talking about like he says he's living on borrowed time now.
Yeah,
The
but
same thing happened to his dad. His dad had a heart attack, survived it, and then 2 months later died of a heart attack again. So like he's like the way he feels like maybe I'm not supposed to be here anymore, and like so he's like I need to do what I got to do. Like that's the thing is like he could sit at home and like okay well I'm gonna die, or he's like fuck I got some shit I got to take care of. So he's like he wants to do the Jay and Silent Bob reboot still. He's got shit he's got to do.
What he should do is like get on an elliptical and start eating a little healthier.
Well, yeah, he's gone vegetarian for the last.
And then
like,
maybe not.
he's been a 3-day vegetarian.
Maybe not put
Yeah,
so
pretty
much
efficient.
work on his plate and take time to like exercise and take care of his body.
I think. Well, that's one of the things he was talking about. Like he's gonna be like.
He
There's
has too much work. He's doing too much. You can't. When you're working too much, you don't take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Working's not going to help him.
Yeah.
It doesn't help you. When you're working, like you
But
know,
see, the
like
thing
when
is,
you're
like-
working 12 hours, you're eating fast food.
Yeah. But see,
You don't really care. You're just going to work, and you can't even work out. You can't do
yeah.
anything. Once
But
you
the
get
thing
home,
about it
you're
is like look at the job that he's doing. It's not.
It's still not.
He's doing a
easy.
podcast.
It's not
He's
easy
doing,
though.
I know it's not easy, but I'm
It's
saying
still
it's not like
tiring.
it's not like he's. You know,
But you're doing-
It's
he's
still
still doing-
draining. Like just imagining like doing this, like doing like he does it like 8 times a day on a
Yeah, he's
different
doing- that's
podcast.
hours.
yeah,
man.
good point.
That's hours, and then yeah, I mean, it's
Like he's just always on.
Yeah,
That's
true.
That's so
tiring.
draining. Yeah.
That's tiring as shit. Like cut it down, cut it like to half, and then do some.
Yeah.
do
Well,
some
I know
exercise.
right now, like well,
Do some yoga, and then just work it up to like getting on an elliptical, and then you got to do some cardio.
I know,
gotta
like
do
he said,
cardio.
like I said, he
That's how
said,
you die. If you stop moving, you die.
yeah. Well, he's trying
You got to
to
keep moving.
He's not stopping moving. He's still working.
Yeah,
but
but he's not, he
I
doesn't
get,
move that way.
I get
He
what you're
just
saying.
sits
I
there.
get what
That's
you're
the
saying.
point. It's not a.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
If
But the
you
thing
were
is,
going to work and you were working like shoveling and shit, yeah, you don't gotta exercise. You're shoveling fucking
Yeah.
shit all day.
but like I said, like he's got shit he wants to take care of. He's right now he's gone all vegetarian. Is it vegetarian or vegan? I think he's gone vegetarian.
Yeah, but
His daughter's a vegan. But he's gone
gotta,
vegetarian.
He's gotta exercise.
He's eating healthier. He's doing a lot of shit.
Because that's the thing that you get cholesterol is good but if you don't use it, it goes bad.
Yeah.
And then that's what happens to your heart. It gets clogged. 'Cause
Yeah.
all that you get, and then if you're stressed, you get more cholesterol, but you're not getting the physical. Like you're getting stressed of shit, and your body's thinking like it's being attacked or something. So it gives it more cholesterol to lube the blood up, so the blood flows better. But if you don't use it in a way of exercising, like of where you would be fighting for your life,
Wait, is that what
using
cholesterol is?
energy.
Is blood lube?
Yeah, that's what it is. Blood lube. That's the name of the
Lube for
episode.
Funny thought.
That's the name of the episode.
Blood lube.
Blood lube.
It's gonna sound like the complete-
Cholesterol
Yeah, it's
is
gonna
blood
sound like
lube.
you use lube as blood.
Yeah,
you use
blood for lube.
Blood for lube.
Yeah,
instead
no,
of-
but it's
This is lube for
instead
your
of
blood.
lube for your blood.
yeah, but if you don't use it, that's when it gets hard and nasty and shit.
Yeah.
You gotta use
It's
it.
like when you make a hamburger and the fucking grease gets all cold. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, that's true. You did have 100% blockage in a second.
yeah, get 100% blockage. So
It goes bad after like 48 hours or some shit. So that's why you gotta like exercise every other day.
I didn't know that.
Important, yeah.
Yeah,
You gotta do something every other day.
the more you know.
At least something. Like
Wish I had a sound
I've
effect.
been running a mile around, just a mile, a quick mile.
Nice, dude. I haven't been to the gym in like 2 weeks.
At least
'cause
every
of
other day.
fucking work.
And it only takes like it takes like 15 minutes at most. If I'm going slow
Yeah,
as
I mean,
shit.
at least you're just
But it's still a good mile.
Yeah.
I'm fat
Oh.
right now. I mean, I could build it up after a while, but I gotta get back to it. Are you sunburned?
No.
Like all red in the face?
Do I? I might be. I don't know. I don't
Are
get
you,
sun. I
are
don't
you
get much-
ovulating?
I might be. I don't get very much sun anymore, so I could be sunburned this fast. What was I saying now? Something about but yeah. So he's gone vegan. He said he's living on borrowed time. But the thing he said the scariest part of the whole ordeal was they had to shave his groin to do the surgery.
No.
And he doesn't like he's always talking about how he's got a little dick and he doesn't like to show people's dick. So like he goes, that was the scary, like taking off his shirt and having to shave his dick or shave his groin for the surgery. He goes, those are the two scariest
Why
parts.
wasn't he gonna wait for that?
No, yeah, he was. Like because he explains like how they're like, yeah, we're
they
gonna shave you.
shave your dick before they do this.
Yeah, before they put you under, they shave you. And but he was saying that he was telling a story. Like he went live on Facebook. He was talking about how like when the paramedics came, like, they were like, we need to lift your shirt to put the thing. He was like, whoa, no, why do you need to lift my shirt? He was like, we need to put the sensors on you. I was like, no, you don't need to lift my shirt. It's like, you're probably having a heart attack right now. And he was like, oh shit. Yeah, but do you really need to lift my shirt?
Can't just slide your hand in.
Yeah, just put it up underneath. But that shit, like, that's funny. It was funny to me. Man found dead after shooting himself near the White House. Why is that in my stupid... Like, Google sends me a bunch of stories that are like, hey, you might like this story. And most of them are all video game or comic books or movies related. Yeah. But every once in a while I'll get like, hey, fucking Trump did some shit. And I'm like, I don't care. Ignore. Kylie Jenner. Don't care. Oh, you heard Trump is going to be talking to some game developers about
Oh yeah, about stopping gun
violent gaming? Yeah. I had a story. Let me see if I can find it.
That's stupid. That's not the problem, buddy.
Yeah, no, yeah. There's other shit in the world. Go
There's
fucking deal with that shit.
I mean, like, the other countries have those. They have those video games too. And
Yeah.
They don't have those shootings.
Yeah.
So what the fuck is wrong with you? I hate how they do this with the video game shit again.
Well, it's always video games are always the first target whenever this shit happens.
Well, what's funny is Boondock. You know the cartoon Boondocks? How it used to be a comic strip ahead of time.
Yeah.
There was a comic. It's Riley and fucking and Huey sitting in front of a TV, and they're talking about banning video game violence and stuff like that. And Riley makes it, or Huey says, why do they always attack video games when something like this happens? You know. And Riley makes a point where, okay, would you rather go attack a bunch of nerds behind a computer or go after gun lobbyists that have armories full of guns? Who are you going to go after?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's the whole point of not solving the problem.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
The problem by doing that.
Yeah, and that's
They're
just
just finding the.
you're trying to find like
scapegoat.
You're just trying to, you're just trying to satisfy whatever. Like people are telling you. To do
yeah, it's
something.
like if someone gets murdered and they don't find the actual person, but like he was there. He could. It's possible. Like we can't say he didn't kill the guy, so they kill this guy because he killed that guy, and it's like okay, justice has been served. But the real murderer is out there. But everyone's happy because this guy died because they think he killed the guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's well. I mean, like a lot of the cases, like they'll have. Like with the freeway shootings and shit, like they'll arrest somebody and they'll be like, "Oh, this is the guy that's been shooting everybody on the freeway."
Oh yeah.
And then I mean, if they don't.
Like
get
he
them
might have
for-
shot somebody, but
Yeah, but not everybody. But anyway, they'll say that, and then I mean, the guy will get off, but they won't. Like, you just assume that guy got arrested. For it.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
already, like no, that wasn't. They don't do the follow up, saying like, oh, that guy's out.
Oh
Yeah.
By the way, we got the wrong guy.
Yeah, they don't want you to know that.
Yeah. Or if they do, it's like way down, like in the back pages.
Yeah.
Like they never come back and say, okay, that article was wrong.
Oh yeah.
the real
No, they
story.
will, but it'll be a really
Yeah, that's
small
what I'm saying.
article
It'll
in the
later-
very back.
yeah, in the back,
Yeah.
Or yeah, they won't. It's not a featured article or a
Yeah.
what do you call it? You know when they
It's not ahead of the Kardashians and
or when the fucking
Oh shit.
when
Robert.
Facebook tells you to publish or promote. Yeah, they're not promoted. The stories aren't promoted. By the way, guys, that story like, 2
There we-
months ago
Yeah.
was wrong.
We're wrong.
This is the real story.
One of the guys from
It's
that.
not
Have
as
you,
cool.
have you guys seen that show, My 600-Pound Life?
No, but I've heard of it.
One of the
Fat
one of
people.
the people on it died of a heart attack while filming the show.
Wow, I see how that would happen.
Yeah, that sounds. Yeah, it's like
I'm surprised it hasn't happened.
More often.
Damn it! Where the hell is this story? There was a judge in Ohio, I think it was. It was either Ohio or Illinois, that banned a 16-year-old kid from playing violent video games because he made a threat about shooting up a school.
I heard about that this morning.
Yeah,
Like, how does that work?
I don't know.
How do you keep the kid? How do you know if he's playing a violent video game or not?
That's a good question.
Most video games can be considered violent.
Yeah,
Even like SpongeBob. Just like you're hitting.
Why don't you just ban them from everything, from all art forms then while you're at it? You can't enjoy any art forms until you go to like a...
Did the kid like say that he had the idea of shooting the school with because of video games or something?
no. But Trump says violent video games are okay for his young son, maybe not for yours.
I mean,
Oh, here we go.
I feel they're obviously okay for most people. It's just some people that.
So it was Chicago, it was Illinois. Let's see. A 16-year-old high school student has been ordered not to play violent video games after he made a school shooting threat on social media. Sophomore, a male student at Lake Park High School in suburban Chicago, posted a Snapchat video of him playing a shooting game. In the clip, he wrote, "Y'all need to shut up about school shootings or I'll do one." That's fuck. Everyone's talking about school shootings. Someone go shoot up a school.
What does that have to do with video games though?
I guess because he's playing a game.
Stupid.
Police responded after night in juvie facility. He was in court, charged with a felony disorderly conduct. His defender said it was a joke. Prosecutors noted the boy had become annoyed by conversations about school shootings, but contended that they were not appropriate subjects for jokes. The judge said you can play all the Mario Kart you want, but you can't play violent video games.
Mario Kart's pretty violent.
Yeah, but I think what they mean by violent
Like
video games
you throw bombs at people.
is I think what they mean by violent video games is like games with actual like weapons and shootings and
Whatever.
bloodshed.
Whatever.
He probably can't play Mortal Kombat either. Like
That's
there's
a
no
very
guns.
Next
weird,
thing you know, the guy's gonna come by in a car and he's gonna just drop a bomb behind him.
That's a very strange case
Yeah, that's weird.
because the statement is, I mean, stupid,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not.
But
You
I mean,
can tell. I mean, it's not like where he's like, oh, you know, I'm gonna go shoot up a school.
yeah.
Like,
Well,
you can tell he's trying to make a joke.
yeah.
You could tell. So I mean,
I think
I could see. I
The
don't
thing-
know how. That's a tough one.
The
That's
thing-
a tough
the
one
thing I
because
think-
that's kind of like a freedom of speech type thing. Why are you charging him? What are you charging him with? Disorderly conduct
disorderly conduct. That's what they're
for
charging
saying something.
for saying that he won. Well, he's making a threat. Well,
Yeah,
it's
they
the thing.
see it as-
They see it as taking a threat. It's just like you at the airport saying, "Oh, I have a bomb." You
Yeah.
could say it laughing,
Yeah.
but like you can't say that in an airport,
Yeah.
I
You know what I
guess
mean?
that's like that.
especially right now. Like
I
with,
could
with
say that's
yeah.
like that.
Yeah, when it's
okay.
so sensitive, when everyone's so sensitive
No, I
about
can
it.
see. Okay, I
But,
can see that point right there. Yeah,
What was I gonna say though?
because that's not funny.
I can see. Okay, the only connection I can see to school shootings and video games is a lot of people think they're desensitized to violence. Oh, I play Call of Duty. I see what death is like all the time. But until you see actual death, you don't know what that shit's like.
It's a video game, and I don't like.
Yeah, because most video games don't have the gibbing anymore. They don't have like the body parts.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. But the thing about like what I'm saying is they feel like, okay, like a kid can say, oh, I'll go shoot up my school because I shoot up people in Call of Duty. Like they think it's the same thing. I'm not saying that kid's gonna go and shoot up the school, but it's like okay, like look at the way these kids react. Like I'm sure some of those kids in the Florida school shooting made jokes at one point in their life saying, oh, I'm gonna shoot up a school, and then their school gets shut up and it affects them. You know what I mean? It's like they think they're desensitized to violence until shit happens.
Yeah.
And so I think that's where the correlation is.
But is
like,
it?
Because I remember even as a teenager.
Is it though that every single school shooter plays video games?
Well, I mean, video games are so popular nowadays. It's hard to find a school shooter that. It's just, oh, this kid
that isn't
played
young
video
enough
games.
to be in the time where.
But how many
play video
teens
games.
play video games? Is it
A lot.
Is it like 80% or is it 100%? Is it 90%? How many?
That's a good question.
Is it 50%? Because that's still a lot, but
I feel like most play video games, maybe not like to the extent of like how we play, but they play video games.
I play it regularly. Well, I'm saying regularly, like
Don't play it enough to
own a console.
for somebody to feel like it could affect them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How many percent? And
I'd
then
say
how
a
many
high percentage. I don't want to give you an exact number, but I'd say high.
Let's see here.
Are you looking at it?
I'm seeing if there's some kind of if there's any kind of study that says
Yeah. But
nearly every American kid plays video games.
every single one.
It says nearly. This is a survey by ABC News.
Alright, so there you go.
So yeah,
So you're stupid. So if nearly every single kid drinks soda too, are you gonna fucking ban soda because soda?
well the thing is like what they do is like, okay, this kid did something horrendous.
Well, he should
Let's go
ban soda.
find what is it that this kid does that we can blame.
But I'm saying, okay, but
You
if
know what I mean?
every kid does that, that's not something you could blame because every
Oh, I
single
know
kid
that.
does
But look,
it.
okay, have you ever seen Bowling for Columbine?
Yeah.
Like the whole thing was like the whole point of that movie. The reason it's called Bowling for Columbine because the last thing those kids did before they shot up the school was went bowling.
Uh-huh.
You know, that's right before they shot up the school. They went and bowled, and they came and shot up the school. So we're saying is bowling the correlation? Like it's like, you know, they try to blame music for those kids. They blame Marilyn Manson and Insane Clown Posse for those kids shooting up that school. They blame video games for those kids. Like everything they could. Like everything but the parents saying, "Hey, why does this kid have a fucking
Yeah,
rifle?"
but bowling is even worse because bowling, not every kid bowls. In this study, nearly every single kid plays video games.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, nearly every single kid eats
Yeah, you
fucking...
kind of almost have more ground on bowling being more correlated to shootings than video games are.
97% of young respondents play video games. 99% of boys and 94% of girls, with very little difference in percentages among the racial and ethnic groups. 7% of those surveys said they didn't have a computer at home, but they did have a game console.
So that's what I'm saying.
Which means they
So
play video games.
So how are you going to say video games are the reason if every single kid does it?
Yeah, that's the
Every
thing.
single kid has a backpack too.
And
Every single kid has a fucking...
yeah, and like 20 out of
Every single kid,
5 billion people.
Every single kid listens to music and doesn't shoot up the school. One of them happens to do it, and he does everything else that everybody else does too.
Yeah.
So how are you going to blame an art form?
Yeah, and that's the thing.
It's stupid. I hate that.
And like I hear the argument all the time, where are the parents? Where were the parents? Where are the parents? That's the most valid argument though. Where are the parents? How come they didn't know their kid had this fucking assault rifle? How come, like, where the fuck did the kid get an assault rifle? Did you buy your kid a fucking assault rifle? Like, that's
Yeah,
the
like
thing.
what do you do when you get home from work? You just don't even go into your kid's room. You don't even talk
You don't talk to him,
you
yeah.
don't-
Like, see, the thing is, like with my daughter, I'm gonna, like, when she's old enough, I'm gonna teach her how to use my gun. I'm gonna teach her how to fire at the range. I'm gonna teach her all that shit. But I'm not gonna buy her a gun. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna give her access to a weapon without my supervision.
Right.
And that's the thing. Is like, how does your kid have a gun that you're not supervising them with? You know what I mean? How the fuck does your kid accessing this shit?
Yeah.
You know, and that's the real question. Where are you getting this shit?
Yeah. Well, with the last shooting, it's kind of different because he's 19. He actually bought the gun himself.
Yeah, but again, it's that is different. But at the same time, it's still.
Actually, I don't think any of the shooters have been younger than 18, right?
No, the Columbine kids
Oh,
were
were they?
16, I think.
Oh, were they?
16 and 17. But they lived in a state where they could buy guns.
Yeah.
Because you can go back then you can go to Walmart and buy a hunting rifle. You know what I mean? And you don't have to be.
Yeah.
And that was a big thing too. Is ammo? You can buy ammo at Walmart. So it's like, but yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, it's not video games. Stop. Like there's, like this person had, like it's not human nature to kill somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I think, have I ever brought up that study about new soldiers on the combat field?
No.
They've been studying soldiers since World War One, and they said 87% of soldiers. I remember specifically with 87%. 87% of soldiers on a battlefield that have never been in combat before don't fire effectively. They don't fire. They'll shoot in the direction of whoever's shooting at them, but they usually shoot up and to the left. Because it's not human nature to take somebody's life and take another person. It's not until their own life is directly like a bullet whizzes past their head and it's like, oh shit, I need to kill this fucking guy. You know what I mean? It's not until they're directly threatened that they start firing effectively. And it's usually not in the first firefight. You know what I mean? It's not human nature. Like the ones that are killers right away usually have some kind of, like they've had some kind of either experience or some kind of something that's caused them to be able to do it.
Or an imbalance.
Yeah, or an imbalance or something. You know what I mean? So, someone to be able to go into like an area where they know there's no combatants, there's no one threatening their lives, but they're gonna go in and shoot something. That person's fucked up in the head.
Yeah.
There's something wrong with them internally. It's not because they played video games. It's not because they listened to violent music. It's not because they read the Harry Potter books. It's not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like it's not because they fucking went bowling.
Yeah, it just so happens that they've been crazy the whole time.
Yeah, they just
Something finally
and
snapped.
something pushed them to a point where they fucking went, you know, they couldn't cope with modern society anymore, and unfortunately this is what happened. And
Or
no
society pushed them to it.
Yeah, and like, you know, and this is and like nobody caught this person needed help. You know what I mean? Just like with like, and I don't mean to take this to a fucking deep, depressing place, but it's just like soldiers that come back from war, or like anyone that commits suicide. You know what I mean? There's always warning signs, but no one takes them seriously until that person's committed suicide. You know what I mean? And like with the same thing, and every time there's been an interview, every time there's been a mass shooting, every time there's been some kind of murder, every time there's been some kind of bullshit like that, they interview people. Oh, well, yeah, he was always a little weird. Or, yeah, he said this, but we didn't take him serious. There's always someone that says some shit like that.
Yeah.
But it's like, why don't you take it serious? You know?
Let's move on to a more happy topic.
I know, right?
Just fucking shit. Fucking kids getting shot. Why are the kids always gonna get shot? Get the fuck out of the way, duck.
Dude, no, hey, really quick though. Did you hear about that kid that fucking, like he's there was two ROTC kids that jumped in front of bullets for the other kids. And there was that one football player kid that he was just a big. I think we talked.
No, he was a coach, wasn't he?
No, he was a kid.
He was a coach.
No,
the
he
fat
was-
motherfucker.
Yeah, he was like.
coach.
I thought he was like 16.
No, he was a big ass coach.
I thought he was 16. But
No,
never mind.
Not 16. The one that was stood in front of students.
Yeah.
Just straps to the fucking barrel chest or whatever.
Yeah.
No, it was like this is a coach.
Dude, Rick Ross is in the hospital.
Heart attack.
Yeah.
Good.
Fuck.
Glad that
Get well, Kevin Smith. Fuck off.
Yeah. No way wishes to you.
The opposite. What's the opposite of prayers?
Hexes.
Hexes and curses on you.
That's fucked up.
I said it out of curses on you. Do not get well soon, sir. No, I don't have anything.
No,
against
yeah,
Rick
yeah.
Rouse.
Yeah,
I like some of his songs.
He's just a big motherfucker.
I just don't like how he was like being a dick to the real Rick Ross.
My dad thought DJ Khaled was Rick Ross.
He's like, oh, is that Rick Ross? And you're like,
No, we were watching some music video with
Khaled.
DJ Khaled, and he's like, "Oh, look, it's Rick Ross." I'm like, "Where do you see Rick Ross?"
Right there, the
That's
fat
Rick
guy.
Ross, right? Yeah. I'm like, "No, that's DJ Khaled."
Oh. I lost my
Apparently-
tongue.
Apparently, the dude that did the shooting, the guy's older brother, says he regrets bullying
Bullying
his
him?
brother. Yeah, he bullied him for a year before the shooting.
He used to probably stick things in his butt. Like hold him down and stick pencils in his butt.
Oh god, that's fucked up.
To give him wedgies so hard. And I would stick pencils in his ass sometimes.
Why is this a story on my thing? Khloe Kardashian wears pink and white outfit in Japan.
Because you're into
Who the
Khloe
fucking
Kardashian.
cares?
Because you secretly love
What is
Khloe
that?
Kardashian.
What does that mean? Pink
But
and
no,
white?
but like, yeah, that's why I was like, what, she's
What is
wearing
that?
a pink and white
Is that
outfit in
offensive
Japan.
or something?
I don't know.
To Japanese.
It's offensive to Japan, yeah. Oh, she wear pink and white. That bitch.
That means fuck your ancestors.
Oh, fuck you, Kardashian.
Fuck your ancestor.
Dishonor on you. Dishonor on your cow.
Oh my god.
Oh shit! I had another
Why
story.
is that, dude?
I don't know. Like that was the headline. That was
There's a
literally.
lot of
Because
news.
she's setting trends, guys.
There's a lot of news where I'm like, why is
Nobody wears pink and white dresses, but she's starting it.
Why is that news?
But like, why is that a headline? Khloe Kardashian was pink and white outfit
Because-
in Japan. Like, oh. Are her titties out?
Oh, headdress?
No, it said pink and white outfit.
Oh, I thought you said headdress.
No,
How
outfit.
many more minutes we got?
We got like all the minutes. We got like 15 minutes left to go.
15.
We haven't been recording at all.
As a matter of fact.
Ow.
Good thing you told me. 'cause I was
Do you guys care what the most popular race in Dungeons and Dragons is? Apparently, it's the most popular race in Dungeons and
Did you
Dragons.
see?
Apparently, it's a bit of a surprise.
Did you see Ronda in WWE?
No, I missed it. I got to renew my fucking network fucking pass.
The tiefling.
You didn't see the video, or you didn't see the headlines, though?
I saw one right now. I was about to check it out.
No. You didn't see that Shijudo flip Triple H through a table,
Did she really? Nice.
and then Triple H slapped her. For it.
So, what race would you think is the most popular race in that, like, played by most people in Dungeons and Dragons?
Negros.
Negro.
Oh,
I don't know.
like, okay, so like, there's elves.
What's up with you
and
and
fuck-
fucking Dungeons and Dragons?
It
Nobody
just- it
wants
wa-
to talk about.
There was a story on my fucking time feed, my timeline thing here.
What's the world's race?
So, like, out of elves and dwarves and fucking demons and all the fucking different, like, what would you think? Like, you know, out of all of them to pick,
Can you not?
would you know?
Tiefling? I don't know.
How many people play Dungeons and Dragons?
It's a huge game. Would you believe humans is the most?
Is it?
Yeah, humans.
Oh.
Humans is number one.
I would believe that.
It's weird, right?
What?
Like,
I would believe it. Yeah.
yeah,
What'd you say?
humans. That's the most popular race.
Because people are human.
Yeah, it makes sense, but like,
Because like orcs, like no one wants to be an orc. Orcs are kind of have like this connotation of being bad.
yeah,
And then another thing, like elves, like everything else.
elves
is
are like
kinda-
shady. and
Those are
fucking
pussies.
Yeah, they're also pussies, but they're also shady. They're like, you don't trust, never trust a fucking elf. Can't trust an elf for shit.
They're pussies.
And then dwarves, they're dwarves. I mean, they're, you know, unless you're two dwarves,
Can't
and
trust short people.
yeah,
They have weird hands.
unless you're two dwarves in a trench coat.
Short fingers.
Do you guys care about the Razzie winners?
We don't care.
Do you know what the Razzies are?
No.
Okay. Huh?
No.
The Razzies are the opposite of the Oscars. They're the like like awards for the worst movie of the year, worst
Those are
actor.
usually
Yeah,
the better of the movie.
yeah, usually.
Matter.
The Emoji Movie won 4 awards. 50 Shades of Darker won 2.
50 Shades of Darker did not come out this year. Did not come out last year.
Didn't it?
I feel like
No, it was 50 Shades Freed.
Okay, well maybe they just said darker. Maybe they fucked it up. Worst Picture, Emoji Movie. Worst Actress, Tyler Perry. Worst Actor, the Tom Cruise for The Mummy. Worst Supporting Actor, Mel Gibson. Worst Supporting Actor, and he was in Daddy's Home too.
No, Gibson's bad. I'm just like,
Worst Actress, Worst Supporting Actress, Kim Basinger.
Basinger.
Have you seen that episode of Simpsons when he meets her?
No.
He said, "Oh, Miss Basinger," and she's like, I think he says Basinger. She goes, "Oh, it's Basinger." He goes, "No, I'm pretty sure it's Basinger." Worst screen combo: 2 obnoxious emojis and okay. 50 Shades Darker, worst remake, a sequel, or ripoff.
What are the nominees for best movie?
You want to see Oscars?
Yeah.
Let's see.
It's not the Oscars.
Oscar.
I forget their best movies.
It's like the Oscars. It's like 3 billboards outside of fucking.
It's I know The Post and then some other shit.
Stupid ass movies.
Get Out.
I don't know why Get Out.
That's a good fucking movie.
It is, but it's not that good.
I don't know. You know what? I think
It's a token black movie. That's what
I don't know. I liked it.
That's reverse racism.
All right, leading actor.
Right this time.
Yeah. But it's because what was it, 2 years ago, they had a full best movie thing without, like, what was it? What was that? What was the one like all black movie that didn't make it and people were fucking mad about it?
10 Years of Slave?
No, 10 Years a Slave won. There was one where like they snubbed it out or some shit.
Was that 2 years ago? That was
Is that when everybody came wearing black?
Straight Outta Compton.
Some shit like
Was it
that?
Straight
Or
Outta
all the
Compton?
Straight
black
Outta Compton
people
got
killed?
snubbed.
Yeah.
Because I remember,
it's like that year, like Straight Outta Compton and like.
'Cause that's not that good of a movie either.
it's a great fucking movie.
Hateful
Yeah,
Eight
but
got
they're not-
snubbed too.
Yeah.
They're not
people were
best-
like, "Why did Samuel L. Jackson get a fucking award for Hateful Eight?" And like,
Yeah. Well, it's just
he
like
didn't get nominated or whatever.
there's like people like with Leo, like
I guess
fucking
he
everyone wanted him to win the Oscar.
No, that's what they were mad about because they didn't even get nominated.
Not even
I know
nomination.
that, but still, they should have. Because best movie are usually like crazy ass, badass movies that are like.
What the fuck? Boss Baby is nominated for Best Animated
I
Feature?
heard Boss Baby was pretty bad.
Boss Baby's okay.
It's alright.
So they got Boss Baby, The Breadwinner. The Breadwinner. I don't want to see that movie. I saw like I picked up the DVD of it because like I was at Best Buy. I was gonna pick up a movie, and I read the fucking description of it. That's probably gonna win the Oscar just because it sounds depressing as fuck. It's about a little girl. Her parents
It's a
died,
white bummer.
and like she has to start getting jobs to support her family.
It's a white bummer.
Well, that's animated feature film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coco,
Coco will
Ferdinand.
probably win that one.
Coco's probably gonna win. Yeah, either Coco or The Breadwinner.
Coco's gonna win because it's ethnic.
But so is The Breadwinner.
Oh, alright. So the breadwinner.
It's gonna be either Coco or The Breadwinner.
Is
I think.
how is bread? Is it Asian? Is it black?
I think they're Indian.
No, they're gonna give it to the
Coco.
Coco fucking deserves it. Coco's a great.
No, Coco's
Like I still watch that movie and fucking cry like a little girl.
Coco's great.
Coco's a
it
good
could
movie.
be- I mean, the movies in
Ferdinand-
best movie are they're not that good.
For cinematography, Blade Runner 20. I haven't seen that
We
one.
want
gotta
best
be-
movie.
I wanna
Best
see that.
movie? Best movie. Best movie. Best movie.
We want best movie.
He's
Foreign
doing
movie.
like best art design. You don't care.
Best short film.
Best voiceover.
Sound mixing, visual effects, writing, and
Best director's assistant.
where the fuck?
Best
Okay.
CGI.
Best picture. Call Me by Your Name.
Yeah, that's what that the one's about.
Gay people.
Is it
I gotta watch this.
Darkest Hour?
I never heard about that one.
Dunkirk.
People, I think Darkest Hour is one of the favorites to win. Dunkirk.
Get Out. Lady
Out.
Bird. Phantom Thread. The Post. The Shape of Water. And 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri.
Yeah, I believe The Post and Darkest
But then,
Hour
like-
are the
the-
picks for like what the one that's gonna win.
Yeah.
Most people want like Get Out and Shape of Water to win.
Get
I
Out.
heard Shape of Water is really good.
Yeah.
Get Out's really good, but it shouldn't be a best movie.
Get
Yeah.
Out was
If
a
you compare-
mindfuck, man.
if
That
you-
was such a mindfuck.
It's not that mindfucky.
I thought so.
It's great.
I don't know. I kind of understood it the very first time I watched it.
No, I
Like,
did
it's-
too, but it was just
It's
like
not mindfucky.
it was like
It's like, oh, she hypnotizes people, and then they.
I don't know.
And then they-
I guess it was more.
whatever.
Well, like a mind fuck is like you're
And then through
you're
whatever.
confused. Like
Okay.
you don't like.
Oh, you're like you mean like
like
Shutter
you
Island?
you need time to process. But
Yeah, I
like
get-
for,
okay.
but Get Out, like you kind of
Yeah, I guess you're
It's,
right.
it's straightforward.
Yeah.
It's entertaining. Nobody's great. Nobody's like a great act. Like has a brilliant performance in it. Really.
I didn't realize the dude from Get Out was
And
the same dude from
He's in Black Panther.
Black Panther. Yeah, he's the guy.
Um,
He's also in.
Like if you compare Get Out to like movies that have like The Departed in 2006.
yeah.
That movie's tremendous.
What are the categories you guys
Departed?
want to see?
Departed is a tremendous movie.
Uh,
There Will Be Blood is a tremendous movie. Like they're like different style of movies, but very entertaining and like yeah, they affect you.
you need to see Black Panther.
They affect
man.
you like days after to where you're like, fuck,
Yeah.
I can believe that.
Do we?
And then they affect you, and then they make you want to watch it again, and then you like wish like, oh, is this
Like, you don't want it to
different
fucking
this
end.
time? No, same movie.
Same movie. Yeah, like, you watch a movie like
Can't
fuck.
learn from the
This-
last
this-
time I
this-
watched it.
You need to see Black Panther.
I don't think you'll enjoy it as much as we did.
You don't think so?
It's more. The movie's less about Black Panther.
Like more about the area. Yeah, but that's what I liked about it.
More
though.
about what?
It's more about the Wakanda.
It's less
I don't
about
care, yeah.
It's less about the superhero.
and more about what's going on.
Why?
More about the politics of the country and shit.
I wouldn't mind whatever.
Fucking like
I
I
think they're trying to set up a trilogy.
The fight scenes aren't super amazing.
They're trying to set up a trilogy or whatever.
I think he would like Killmonger though,
Maybe.
because like that's the thing is like
he looked cool.
by the end of the movie like you want Killmonger to be like a good guy. You want him because you agree with him though. Like you know what I mean? Like you feel like he's got a fucked up.
I wouldn't say agree, but
But
you understand why he's doing it.
Oh yeah.
It's just a little extreme. It's like a more extreme form of like what you would agree with.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's
With
kind
what he's
of,
doing.
and that's why what's his name joins with them. You know what I mean? Because like they need to, and that's why at the end of the movie,
I think he just joins with them because he kills the guy that he's been fucking wanting dead.
Oh yeah, that's true
for a
too.
while, 'cause
I
he
was
killed his
bummed that
family.
they killed him off. I like that. I like that
I
character.
didn't think that was one thing it didn't make sense.
Yeah.
Well, like why you just offed him.
I liked him in the yeah, because like that whole scene, it was just all of a sudden it's like, take me there. It's like, what? Wait, what? Like he was gonna take you, like because I think it's because the way he does it, like he's like, take me to Wakanda, and then he just shoots the pilot. Like what the fuck?
Uh-huh.
like why? But yeah, I liked him. I liked him a lot. Even like from the intro, he was like when he gets the mask and that hook
How
thing.
come we never hear these movies?
What?
These best movies, like you don't hear about them. You go to theater and you don't see it up there.
Well, I saw tons of shit for Shape of Water.
Well,
Yeah, I
he's
saw
talking
Shape
about,
of Water, but that looks stupid.
Like Shape of Water.
Shape of Water looks stupid.
I saw about the Post and
Dunkirk.
Dunkirk. I haven't
Yeah,
heard
I know
about
about
Darkest
Dunkirk.
Hour until they got nominated.
Yeah, well,
I haven't
I don't know about the 3 billboards. To
I've
fucking
heard of it, but I
outside
haven't
of
seen any
Missouri.
advertisements for it. That's all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I read a story about
Never
it.
heard
And
about
like,
these fucking things.
it's because it's like they're fucking artsy. That's the thing with the
I did
Oscars.
hear
I
about
think.
Shape of Water's stupid. It's a stupid concept. It's basically Beauty and the Beast, but
But she's
with
fucking
an
up.
aqua theme.
Yeah.
And he never turns into a human at the end.
I saw a comic strip. It's like
She's sucking that squid dick.
it's like someone's watching The Shape of Water, and they're like the whole time they're just like, ugh. And I was like, Guillermo del Toro's a furry, and then he pops up. He goes, when it's scales, it's called something else. It was just like he just disappears.
It's a scaly.
I forgot what it was called. It was like when it scales, it's something else, and then, like he fucking just disappears. Like that's fucking gross.
So they had like a straight up sex scene with the
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like she fucking banged the shit out of
How
him.
does that? How is that? How is that best move?
Oh, there's actually that's the other thing too with Shape of Water. There's I forget what I think it might be the same people that make Fleshlight.
Uh-huh.
Oh, remember how they had the remember
They made his dick or what?
they made his dick? Yeah. Well, they think this is what his dick would probably
This
look
is
like, so
what
they
his
made it.
interpretation of his dick.
Yeah. Because they're,
How does that win
they're
best
the
movie?
same
They
people
got
that made
Fleshlight to fucking-
Frankenstein dicks.
Because they're so good that they got a fleshlight to make something out of from the
Yeah.
movie.
I haven't looked it up. Like, I just saw the article and I just like I'm not looking at that.
Shut up, you looked at it.
I didn't actually.
Yes, you did.
Let me see. I'll look see if I can find it.
And he's just trying
See,
to
look
make
at now he's trying to look at
I'm gonna look it up now. 'Cause now, fuck. Shape.
Guillermo's weird now.
Water.
Guillermo's
I
weird.
don't want to see it.
Guillermo's weird.
I just
What
know.
about,
I already know
the-
you've seen it. Stop trying to act like you haven't seen it and looking it up
What about M.
and being
Night
like,
Shyamalan
"Oh, this is
Ding
the
Dong?
first time I'm seeing it," because we know you've already seen it. Dude.
I haven't.
Are we almost done?
Yeah, we're almost done.
I'm at small.
Guillermo del Toro spent years making sure the Shape of Water's fish monster had a sexy butt.
That guy's
Years.
gay as fuck, huh?
Years.
Is he gay? He's gotta be gay.
This is what the Shape of Water's creature's dick looks like.
Guillermo del Toro's got like dudes shooting loads in his beard and shit. And his weird straggly white beard.
It's got eyes.
His ass has eyes?
His dick has.
His dick has eyes.
Why does it have eyes?
Let me see. Let me see if I can get a better picture of it.
That's not a good picture of his dick
It has fucking eyes. That's what his dick
Why
is
is
supposed
it
to look
there?
like. It's like a turtle head.
That's not.
That's supposed to be what his dick looks like.
Is that the
Apparently.
shaft? Is that the whole dick?
I think that's the head. It's like it's facing us.
Oh,
It's pointing at us. Like this is the shaft is up this way. I think.
we're fucking staring down the barrel.
Yeah. That's creepy.
That thing in your mouth.
Is that eyes or is it just a bunch of dick holes?
It could be a couple dick holes.
Would you put that thing in your mouth?
No. All right, I think on that note, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/TheRealPressStart. On Twitter, @RealPressStart. Then on Spotify and Spreaker, SoundCloud, fucking iTunes. Where the fuck you get podcasts, you can get us. So yeah. That note, game over.
What the fuck did we talk about?
questions.